Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Brand new Attack on Show on location. Where are we, J Marsh?
We're in the Monroe Pop Festl.
All right, we are back at the Monroe Pop Fest, and I'm with a very special guest. I'm really excited about this.
Wow.
Yes, Olivia D'Abo.
Flattery.
It's
just nonstop. I'm, gonna be paying you at the end of this interview.
fantastic. This is all the payment I need to be able to chat with you. This is
you're
very
so
cool.
sweet.
You have been in so many shows, movies, from Clone Wars to Wonder Years to Conan the Barbarian, things I'm a big fan of. But I kind of want to talk about something a little different. A movie I'm not sure how many people here have been talking about.
Oh,
Greedy is one of my favorite movies, and I saw you did have a picture from it over here.
yeah, I do.
That is a film that
Get a gander at that outfit. That's basically a bikini with a mesh top over it. It's supposed to be a dress, but I'm not sure.
no,
But it works.
and it was to flatter Kirk Douglas.
Yeah.
I mean, the
what
cast of this movie is
It was just
amazing.
astounding. I'm so lucky that I got the opportunity to work with Kurt Spartacus. He'll always be Spartacus
Yes,
to me.
yes.
And Phil Hartman, of
Phil
course.
Hartman, yes.
And Bob Balaban and Ed Begley Jr. and Michael J. Fox and it's just a whole Nancy Travis, every actor, and it was just completely incredible and brought such authenticity and humor
Yes.
to it. And not unlike Coen Brothers movies, though Greedy is nothing like a Coen Brothers movie. You know that first movie that the Coen Brothers made called Blood Simple?
Yes.
And every time you thought you knew what was really going on, there would be another twist. So, the biggest twist of all was like Kurt Douglas, walking out of his wheelchair in that last scene.
Now, come on. Let's go.
It was just crazy. It was not to be expected at all, but I think it's like it bookended the movie beautifully. Do you know what I mean?
It did. It did, because there's a lot of heart in that film, and like you said, I love the humor. It's off the wall humor, and Phil Hartman was brilliant. Like his style of humor really shined it. But
I didn't like the Beatles, and I don't like you.
yes,
Right? That's pretty much the most classic line. in
and
that
I was real
entire
happy
film.
your character was a sincere character at the end, because you really didn't know throughout the whole film. Like
You
you said,
didn't.
there's so many guessing on who was there for him, who was there
Yes.
just for the money.
Yes, it was nice that she was a tart with a heart.
So, any funny stories of making that, or anything that you remember that kind of stood out from filming that?
Well, yeah, I loved riding with Kurt Douglas on the wheelchair. I had no idea that it had such a strong engine. It was like being in a Porsche. And he was just very, he just, you couldn't get in his way if you were anywhere near the wheelchair.
Yeah.
Because he'd be like, get out of my way. I'm driving this thing. I'm going to craft service. I'm going to run you over. Get out of the way. Out of the way.
Did he at least take orders, since it was quicker for him to get back and forth on that?
There were some casualties because of the way he maneuvered the wheelchair. But, nothing too serious. Just maybe a couple sprained ankles and things like that. But, yeah.
If you get to work with Kirk Douglas, I guess it's a
It was
fair
totally
price to pay.
worth it. And I would stay after I would be wrapped to get the opportunity to watch him doing close-ups, because he just had mastered acting and film acting specifically on such a high frequency level. It was just he would just blow me away. So I'm always curious still as an actor to learn from people who have been doing it even longer than I have. But he's a masterful technician on screen, and so I really appreciated the opportunity of being able to just, let all of that sink in,
Yes.
because it helped me become a better actor to watch him.
I can imagine.
It's all about the company you're in.
Right, and that's amazing. Kind of want to switch gears here to a different style with Clone Wars.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Very popular. How has it been being involved in a I guess a series I was really heavily involved when Clone Wars was canceled originally on Cartoon Network. We really pushed to save the Clone Wars. We had my daughter call Lucasfilm, and like the video went viral. Like we really pushed it. How has it been on your side? I guess voicing Luminara, like an amazing character.
We'll come out on top.
I love your simple logic, Skywalker.
Here we go.
And kind of going through that to have the revitalization of Clone Wars today now after being down for so many years. Like,
Yeah.
how's that been for you on your side of things?
It was just amazing. It happened, like a little bit of a miracle. I was pulled over on the side of the road in Beverly Hills one day, and I got a call on my answering voicemails, from somebody from Lucasfilm who said, hi, this is Denise, and I work for, the Clone Wars Enterprise and the Star Wars Enterprise, and I think we have something that you'd be really interested in, and I think you should give us a call. It's about your character Luminara. And I was like, what? Are you kidding me? This is just so. I called back, and she's like, yeah. So we'd like Luminara to come back in Rise and Fall of Skywalker. Is that something you think you'd be interested in? And I just said, are you kidding me? Well, first of all, she's dead. How could she come back? She said, no, Jedis have the opportunity to come back. Because they're magical.
Right.
So I was like, yes, I will do it with bells on.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You're always safe in the Star Wars and the Marvel Universe. So if your character dies, I think there's a good chance to come back anyway.
There's two characters that I've played that have died. One of them is Nicole Wallace from Law & Order Criminal Intent. I got a chance to reprise her. So she died but came back to life. And Luminara, who's a Jedi, that's what's cool about TV, too, is that characters can always come back.
Always creative writing.
They're kind of invincible.
Yes.
So I was really happy that even though she's a Jedi, I loved that, that all of the Jedis intermeshed with the live-action characters.
Correct.
It was a really smart thing, I think, that J.J. Abrams did, and it was almost like, well, yeah, let's connect the dots. Just because we have animation, it doesn't mean that we can't bring those voices from those animated characters into the live-action movies. The franchise is so vast and just incredible that the more the merrier.
Right.
The marriage, I think, was a beautiful idea, especially to really empower the lead character.
Yes.
In
Because
Rise and
your
Fall.
voice, Ashley Eckstein reprised Ahsoka for that
Yes,
sequence as well.
exactly,
It's
exactly.
great to see the worlds blended. I don't want to take up too much of your time because the line is building up here for you. So
Well, maybe you're helping my line build up.
I want to thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me. I really appreciate it. It was great to meet you, and I wish you nothing but the best. Thank you.
And thank you.
So I have actually been put up for this question, so I want to ask you, what is it like to be the last entertaining hockey player?